Hello, everyone. You may be seated.
Your Honor, the case of Casto v. Klassner.
Thank you very much, Ms. Casto and Mr. Klassner. Welcome to Divorce Court. I'm glad to have you here today. Ms. Casto, as I understand it, you all have been together for 5 years. You have no children together, but they're a thrift shop business that you share presently. You've blended your family together. You have 4 children from previous relationships, and the defendant has 2 children from previous relationships.
Correct.
But having been together for 5 years, these young people, they all know each other as family. Am I correct?
Correct.
Why are we in divorce court today, Ms. Casto?
We're in divorce court today because I'm sick of the gambling, the lying, and the anger. It's always either it didn't happen or it did happen. I'm in such financial debt now that I don't even know how to come out of it. And I just want to take my shop and be on my own because I can do bad all by myself. I don't need his help.
So in other words, Ms. Casto, you are tired of being in Mr. Klassner's trick bag.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. Mr. Klassner, you heard what Ms. Casto said. What do you say, sir?
I'm here this morning to fight for love, to fight for the woman that I love. I'm being painted out to be a addicted gambler, which I don't feel that I am. It may be a little exaggerating with the stories that are being told, but I'm here to fight for love because I'm not leaving today without fighting for the woman that I love.
Well, I appreciate the fact that you've walked in here saying you want to fight for the relationship, but I want to find out why Ms. Casto says that the relationship is done. Ms. Casto, can you take me back to when you all first began? How'd you meet, and what ended up getting us to the point where we're in divorce court?
Well, I met him due to the fact that I couldn't get in touch with my son for a few hours.
Okay.
A mutual friend of ours had said that maybe he was with his foster son at the time, which was like best friends with my son. So I had contacted him because at this point, crazy mom, I was trying to get in contact with anybody that knew where my child was.
How old was your child at that time?
He was 16. I was being
okay. Lord, but it's okay to be a helicopter mom of a teenage boy, okay?
It definitely it was all on me. So I was probably being a little bit more dramatic than I needed to be. So somebody had put me in contact with him. We started talking. It all went so fast, and then after that, he ended up moving in, and here we are.
How quick?
Oh, probably all rolled within like a month or so.
All right, so Mr. Klassner, it looked like you hit the jackpot when you met Ms. Casto.
You know, after seeing her, I helped her locate her child. I couldn't stop thinking about her. She had texted me looking for her child to see if I could ask my child where her child was. So, you know, I asked my child. He ended up knowing where her child was. And then, you know, I never stopped texting her. You know, I texted her a few times. I didn't get a reply the first time, but the third time I did.
Okay, and so you all ended up hooking up and staying hooked up for a little bit. Was everything okay in the beginning, Ms. Casto?
I thought everything was great in the beginning, but there was just so many lies that he was telling, and every time I tried to confront him on it, he made it seem like I was crazy. Or
like a gaslighting situation.
Kind of, like maybe I misinterpreted it, or maybe the money was gone somewhere else. But
I want to get some specifics because you said there's continuing to lie, and one involved a phone. Help me to understand that.
So I had 2 phones from my previous service. I had switched services. I put them in the glove box because I was running around here, there, and everywhere for work, so I didn't have enough time. So
and what were you going to do with the phones?
I had to turn them into the new service that I had. So
they do the exchange, and so it doesn't cost you as much.
It doesn't cost me as much.
Got it.
So I had a couple days had passed. I had went into the glove box to like retrieve the phones. I was going to go turn them in. They weren't inside the car, so now I'm here. I have no phones. I call him and ask him what happens to the phones inside the car because he's the only other person that can get into my vehicle. He tells me, oh, I don't know. Maybe someone broke in. Maybe I misplaced them. Maybe that's not where I put them. And then I was on the tablet in the house. His email was hooked up to it, which I'm assuming he didn't know. And the Eco ATM receipt came through for both phones that he received money for turning them in as exchange.
And never told you?
And never told me.
Tag, you're it, Mr. Klassner.
The phone she had switched providers, and we had the phones in the glove box.
We didn't have a damn thing.
You're right, ma'am. She had those in the glove box. She had the phones in the glove box in her car. I apologize. Sorry.
Thank you.
And you know, I knew that things were getting rough. Times were rough. Money was rough. So I figured I'd sell the phones and try and take that money, get an oil change or something done to the car. And the better half of me thought, well, that's not enough for an oil change and a set of brakes, so let's go make it enough for an oil change and a set of brakes.
And what did you do with the money?
Ma'am, I went to the casino and I didn't do an oil change or brakes.
Okay. Corey, you're not allowed to laugh at the defendant when they tell you silly stuff.
couldn't
Okay,
help
when the
that you
defendant is saying stuff, we are supposed to be respectful unless it makes no daggone sense whatsoever. First of all, sir, let us establish the fact that the phones did not belong to you. Do you agree with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You took phones that did not belong to you, property, from inside another piece of property that did not belong to you. Correct?
Yes.
And then you sold that property, received remuneration that you then did not turn over to the owner of that property. I want to be clear on the facts. Is that true?
Yes.
He got $500 for the phones and never even put it
Ooh.
towards anything.
Excuse me, members of the jury, asking questions that make sense. Jury just said, and that was not enough for the oil change? Don't lie to me, because I was at Jiffy Lube this week. Don't even try.
It definitely
Don't
was
even
enough
try.
for an oil change.
It was definitely enough. In other words, you lied.
I did. Well, I wanted to try and do more than just an oil change.
You lied.
Right.
Let me also say this, because I think people need to take responsibility for their behavior. You stole and you lied. You stole and you lied.
Unfortunately.
I don't even know. Out of all of that, that's not the worst part of it all. I don't even care about the car or the phone. I had a necklace that belonged to me that my aunt had gave me when she passed away.
Oh my goodness.
I used to wear it all the time, but the chain is very thin, so I stuck it in the jewelry box. And then I had a family gathering, so I figured what better time to pull it out than around her family. So I went in to go to the jewelry box to pull out said necklace. And
Please don't tell me what I think you're going to tell me.
the necklace was missing, so I asked him about the necklace. And he had told me that he forgot to tell me that he had pawned it.
Nope.
And don't worry, because he would get it back.
Nope.
But I never got the necklace back at all.
What happened to the necklace, Mr. Klassner?
What is she saying is true. I did pawn the necklace. At the time, there's no excuse for what I did, but at the time I didn't realize that was the necklace that I had grabbed.
Well, first of all, why are you taking jewelry out of her jewelry box?
I pawned it. I don't know. There's no explanation for it.
So yet again, you stole property.
He made me like he just didn't even care. Like out of everything else, like I can turn a blind eye to the money or whatever the case may be, but not really. But you know what I mean. But that's
Actually, no, I don't. I'm sorry, Miss Casto. I don't know what you mean. Why in the hell would you allow somebody to live in your house who is stealing you blind? I'm sorry.
I never noticed the red flags because I have like abandonment issues from when I was younger.
Miss Casto, that's not a
Doesn't
red
excuse
flag.
it, right.
That's living with a thief. That's not a red flag. Corey, is that a red flag?
That's living with a thief, ma'am.
So